will see you tomorrow in the next daily vlog. Sounds good to say, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, this is my first video that I've ever recorded in public, and I am a nervous piece of and there's a pigeon right next to me. Daily vlogging for the next week straight, so I wasn't really sure which way to go, but I think the best way for me to sort of jump into this is the idea of going out of your comfort zone, immersing yourself in that place that's outside of where you just want to be. Yeah, I would record in my house, no doubt, but I know that if I want to do this, I actually have to put in work, and I have to care about the quality. To do that, I'm gonna have to bring it to the streets. Even though I'm not surrounded by a lot of people, just the fact that I'm out here doing this right now, I am pretty proud of myself. Growing up from a background that's very shy and not one to immerse myself in certain situations, but with going out of your comfort zone, I think the best thing that I've learned over the past few months is that if you really don't push yourself, obviously this is common sense, you're not going to get anywhere, and you can't expect things to just change if you're not going to change for them. Stuck in this what if this works out well, what if this goes bad, you don't really know, you're sort of just stuck. And that's where a lot of people will veer towards, okay, well, I want it to be good, so I'm just going to stay where I'm at. But in reality, you just need to say screw it and just go for it. I think that's something I've really learned in connecting it with fitness. Don't know what that sound is. In terms of the way that I've been approaching this goal, whatever it is, sort of putting myself in situations that I absolutely hated, absolutely thought were doing more damage to me than good, and that is more eating out and living my life, which is sad that I thought that was a bad thing. I've been making sure to if I can meet up with friends and go grab a meal, I'll do it. If I get invited somewhere, I'll go. Have a drink. I just turned 21. I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. And yeah, there's the days where I'm wow, I really wish I didn't do that. But then I'm sure months from now, I'm going to look back and be I'm really glad I did that, because if I didn't, who knows what my outlook would be on terms of my relationship with food. That is the one thing I've been trying to change for years. Yes, it's changed. Is it 100%? Probably not. I think if you have struggled, you can't fully say that you are recovered. Yes, you're recovered, but I feel there's always going to be a sliver, no matter how much the percentage is, in which you feel you can struggle on some days. None of us are perfect. We all struggle, and that's just part of the process. Part of the process that I'm trusting and putting my faith into, it has both negative and positive connotations to it. Going with the flow. There's almost a science to going about your comfort zone. You're sort of making a problem out of it. In terms of just necessary life growth, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you might feel uncomfortable. Act on it, do it, trust yourself. I think the one thing about going out of that zone is that people don't tend to trust themselves with the way that they're going to approach the situation, and instead they just sit back and just watch it happen in front of them. It's way more simple than we think, but it's just, we like to settle. I feel as a human race, we like to settle with where we are. We like to settle with what we're doing, what we're pursuing. And I'm not one to settle, so if I can find a way to change myself in the way that I do everyday tasks, then so be it. Taking just different approaches to life every single day, certain ways I do things, maybe this way works better than one way, you never really know. So it's just trial and error, and you learn from your mistakes through everything that you do in life. And I just think it's super important to one's character to have to be able to grow and have to be able to sprout from, a situation. I've said situation probably 15 times. If you're not challenging yourself, then how are you changing yourself as a person? And our goal is just to be the best that we can be, but how can you be the best if you're just laying on the sideline and not giving 110% to every day? And I'm not meaning go balls to the wall you want, have the job that you want, or reach that point of everything that you want and everything anything you want to pursue, you know. For me, I have a goal of getting into this program at school. So far it's not going so well, but I'm still gonna, you know, give it all I can while I can. And if I have to make the necessary risks to do that, you know, it's the small changes that are gonna add up over time and like get you to that place where you're just like, you feel good, this is where I want it to be. I've seen myself in this position in my head, but now it's like actually coming to fruition. But every day find a new way to make your life better and to just like pursue your dreams. Hashtag Fitspo, hashtag Inspo. I appreciate you guys for taking time out of your day for watching. Thank you for everything you guys do for me, and I will see you tomorrow in the next daily vlog. Sounds good to say, I'm not gonna lie. See you then.